Good morning, everyone. We are ready to start day number 2 at the European Corporate Chess Championship 2025. Here we are, Grandmasters Pavel Tregubov.
Alexandra Kosteniuk. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to the chess city of Asnières, the city in Paris region, where the European Corporate Team Championship is underway, and we are happy to be here with you to commentate the rounds 5 and 6 this morning, and the rest of the tournament this afternoon.
Okay, and the games actually have already been started. Let's have a quick look at the standings, if we have one, or at the pairings list, something just to refresh your memories about the 4 previous rounds. Okay, so here we are. That's the standings after round 4.
It should be reminded that in this tournament, the victory in each match brings 3 points to each team, which is quite unusual for chess events. Usually it's 2 points. So we have 2 teams with a perfect score.
Yeah, the flags are not correct, so you don't pay attention to these flags, Radia.
Yeah, Radia is a team from Denmark, and TP Sigman is a Swedish team. So they play each other in this round, and this is a clash of the leaders. And it should be mentioned that both teams are doing extremely well so far. Especially Radio team is really impressive, winning very convincingly all its matches. And let's maybe start commentating from this top match.
Yeah, let's have a look at the first match. If we can have the board, please, on the screen, that would be great. Because, well, even though it's a rapid tournament, so the games are played with 15 minutes plus 5 seconds. Additional time for each move. They go very fast. So we have, the video picture from the playing hall. You see 2 teams facing each other. Yeah, full concentration, of course. We'll start with board number 1, although I believe we see board number 4 at the screen. But nevertheless, board number 1, Erwin Lamine, Grandmaster from Netherlands, playing for TP Sigmund team. And he's facing Danish Grandmaster Mats Andersen, who's playing for the Radia team from Denmark. Okay, so what do we see? There's already an endgame on the board. It started with Catalan opening, d takes c4, and black almost forced his way forward at the endgame.
c5 is quite a rare line nowadays, but well, rare. It's coming back to fashion, actually.
Yeah, the reason is behind that like agents. Okay, probably like a few years ago, it was considered to be very inferior for black, while nowadays, like the engines became so strong, they hold everything.
Almost everything, yes.
You can play anything if you
analyze it deeply, and yeah, and don't afraid to get a slightly inferior endgame and suffer a little bit to make a draw after some precise moves. So okay. Both team leaders are doing well. So they have each 3.5 out of 4 so far. Okay, this is a typical Catalan endgame. So now White is facing a problem either to take a pawn back, but after bishop, then knight c4, then bishop c6, and black will exchange the most dangerous White's piece, bishop on g2, and I think that after this exchange, White will not have any any reason to be better. So that's why White is postponing the capture on c4, just developing his piece on c3. It depends. So White should be very active and very precise in this position to get to keep the edge. But
Okay, well, Black's goal is to play bishop c6, right? With or without the knight on e5.
Yeah, but now after rook c8, the capture on c4 is already problematic. So knight c4 would fail because of bishop takes f2. So rook d1 is played instead.
Okay, can Black play bishop c6 anyway?
Bishop c6, I think White's idea is to capture on c6 then.
With the knight.
And yeah, with the knight, yes, to get the pair of bishops and slowly take the pawn c4 back. But I'm not. Yeah, it could be challenging. But maybe knight b5 or something like this. Yeah, there's still some.
It's a long-term compensation.
Yeah,
White sacrifice this pawn, but they don't want to win it back immediately. They're playing for their positional pluses, such as like strong two bishops, and they just believe in their position, and they kind of certain they're gonna win this pawn back sooner or later, and then those two bishops will play a huge role in something more significant than just a pawn.
What we see at the moment, so choosing between comfortable equalizing the knight takes c4 or playing for risky the pawn down, but playing for compensation, White has opted second. Very courageous decision. So let's see how the game will go. Yeah. Okay, and let's switch to the second one.
Yeah, second board. Rasmus Skit is playing Stellan Brino. And it's been it was a French defense, quite appropriate in France, right? To play a French defense. Anyway, with d takes e4, bishop d7. Yeah, quite a sideline of the French defense with third knight c3, but it's being played. The bishop, at least Black is solving this
famous French bishop problem.
Yes, exactly. By putting the bishop via d7 to c6, but at the same time, Black is wasting a lot of time. They're investing a lot of time in his bishop, improving the position of the bishop, but not developing other pieces.
Yes, and also postponing c5. So postponing attack in the center.
So this knight c3 a very interesting actually move. We talked a lot yesterday about like the importance of exchanges, and here's also a very good example. White decide against exchanging the knight on e4.
Yeah, we can explain it in detail. So White has a slight space advantage thanks to the pawn placed on the pawn's rank, pawn d4. And when you have space advantage, you're supposed to avoid exchanges, and that's exactly what White is doing now.
Yeah, you need to avoid. Well, usually you try to avoid exchanges because you have more space, so it's easier for you to move pieces around the board, while your opponent is suffering a little bit with less space, thus less place for pieces to move.
Yeah, so let's him suffer.
Yeah, of course. That's the goal.
The reason of this decision, actually, yeah.
Exactly. Knight c3, so a6 kind of.
A6, yes, is sort of prophylactical move against not clear exactly what, but yeah, whatever.
But quite a slow move.
Yeah, I have to say that Rasmus Skit is doing extremely well in this event so far, so 4 out of 4. While his opponent is suffering a little bit, so he has only 50% score at the moment.
Yeah, we saw some games of Skit yesterday, and he won them pretty convincingly, and let's see if he will be able to continue his winning streak.
But now we can see that Rasmus is accepting spoiling his pawn structure in order to get some immediate activity on the king side. So the g7 pawn is an attack. If Black castle, then bishop h6 would win material. So Oh, maybe not.
No, it's
I'm just bluffing.
I'm just showing this possible. So yeah, this possible line that might
So
happen.
black has a very unpleasant choice now, either to play g6, which would weaken extremely the black squares on the king side, or what else? Rook f8. That
Bishop f8. Well, bishop.
oh, king f8.
King
Sorry,
f8.
king f8. Yeah, the king f8 looks even worse. So yeah.
Yeah, quite a difficult moment. Like it feels that black needs to choose between this lesser evil. So like castling is losing material. G6 weakens the black squares. Bishop f8 or king f8 also has some drawbacks. Let's put it mildly. Yes, white accepted to ruin the structure a little bit, but okay, he's playing for the initiative.
Well, yeah, and while the engine keeps cool, just it's still about zero. Valuation bar is on zero, yeah?
There's even a slight edge to black.
Already, yeah, okay.
Wow.
But I would consider giving up this pawn, maybe like something like
Queen d5?
Queen d5, yes, and long castle.
Yeah, of course.
But no, but then bishop e4, yeah. So maybe then Queen d7 with the same idea. Queen d7, Queen takes g7 and just long castle.
Thinking about Queen d7, but like the Queen on d7 is not that, ideally placed. So
absolutely, yeah.
But at the same time, you see the g2 pawn is under pressure thanks to the bishop on c6. So yeah, it might be the way for black to continue. Anyway, let's keep going and just have a look at two other boards of this match, because each match is 4 boards. So board number 3, Joel Eklund playing Philippe Bohr-Olsen.
Yeah, Philippe Bohr is another Danish player who has 4 out of 4 at the moment. So
yes, but that's normal, probably for the leading team. That's the that's the reason behind it, right?
no, okay, but their opponents are not that impressive. So they were winning all the matches as well, but with the minimum score, only 2.5 versus 1.5. 3 out of 4 matches were won with this score.
Okay.
While the Danish team was really crushing all its opponents.
Okay, let's see if it will continue going like this. So it was
now it doesn't seem like this. Yes, Joel Eklund playing for Tepe Sigmund has got a great position. Well, at least optically.
Yeah, well, Queen f3, Queen h3 is a nice plan here to win actually the pawn.
Yeah.
White won pawn. And now, okay, knight d5, but the knight got stuck, right? A little bit on e6.
It's very nicely stuck.
Oh, really?
I would love to have. Yeah, but what about castling now? So I mean,
there's only one way to castle.
Yeah, long castle. So what's wrong with that? I mean, and bishop takes h6 on the next move. I don't know. I cannot see any real compensation at the moment. But maybe
like Queen c4.
Queen c4, maybe yes, maybe Queen c4. But even c3, Queen takes a2. Yeah,
because I thought maybe King b1.
Maybe this is another option indeed. Yeah,
to give up this pawn. Then...
But then maybe Queen will join defense on the king side.
The rook is hanging. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also yeah. Knight f4.
Yeah, well, indeed, it seems that with the accurate play, white should be doing great with this knight stuck on e6.
Yes.
Poor thing.
Nicely stuck on e6, yeah, I'd say.
Yeah, so here a big edge for this for the Tepe Sigmund team. Let's have a look at the last board. Daniel took.
But here is a situation the opposite to previous. Well, stats are the opposite. So Johan Sigmund is doing great so far. As a captain, 4 out of 4.
And it's a board with below 2000, right?
Yeah, right. So maybe this is a main hope for the Swedish team.
Well, for the moment, like hopes don't look that bright. Let's put it this way. Okay, black has a pawn though. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
let's,
The pawn
let's
is a
focus
pawn.
on the
That's a
positive
pawn,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, and the knight is heading to c4
Yeah, it's
to be
typical.
nicely stuck there.
Yeah, typical position when white got a huge center and
Another
a lot of space.
Mhm.
But in exchange on the pawn.
Okay.
Pawn is always important.
Yeah, but white's player, I mean, opted for this Catalan opening, and it was quite an interesting theoretical line where actually black accepts the challenge. Black captured the pawn on c4 and then tried to support it, you know, by playing rook b8 and then preparing b5. He managed to do so. White also, I think, managed to get what he wanted to get, opening the position and putting some nice pressure in the center. Okay, 91, 93. Transfer.
I would take white in this position, but it's a matter of taste. Yeah.
Like visually, of course, it's very like pleasant for white, right?
Yeah.
I would play something. I would consider something like knight d2.
No, but then knight
bishop
a4,
e3, I
maybe,
don't like it all.
But knight a4, oh, yeah, exchange of bishops. Well, that's what we just mentioned, actually. Exchange pieces in general in the position when you have a space advantage.
You're playing for the initiative.
And you're playing for the initiative, so is a bit, well, it seems dubious, but okay. Maybe he did find a better solution because knight a4 was coming, and he was afraid that otherwise he would be forced to give the bishop against knight.
Well, maybe, yeah. It's not the position that we can, you know, like say some wag things, and we need to be concrete because yeah, white got the initiative, but black is willing like to use his extra pawn and put the pressure on the bishop, maybe. But okay, bishop a3, many moves have been played.
Yeah, it seems a bit yeah,
off the road. But okay, b4, bishop b2, knight a4. So black managed to get to the bishop, and now black is going to capture on b2.
well, even in a better version, yeah. So,
but still, like the position is not that clear.
Not that clear, but now, yeah, of course, I would not. If I given a choice, I would not take white anymore. So without a pair of bishops, I mean, position is completely different.
Yes, it doesn't look that promising. So
I would consider c5 seriously.
Immediately.
D takes c5, maybe queen c7, threatening bishop f6, something like this.
Okay, but you're giving up a pawn.
Yeah.
What about this materialistic approach?
Yeah, but bishop f6 is coming. Bishop c5 is a threat, so I don't know what white should do here. Not for instance, but it's just my first
bishop
reflex, let's say.
Okay. Anyway, might be
bishop f6.
Yeah, might be a nice idea to play c5, but okay, surprisingly, black didn't opt for it. Not surprisingly, I mean, they
just developing, improving his pieces.
Exactly.
Slowly, but yeah, okay. Also absolutely valid option.
So still quite a tense game.
Yeah.
With an extra pawn for black and some initiative for white. Maybe not that huge now due to the fact that the bishop on b2.
I would even say not sufficient. Objectively, I don't believe in this compensation.
But it would be easier to play for white. It's a rapid game.
Next couple of moves.
c5.
Right.
So, okay, a long game ahead. So let's get back to board number one, or shall we cover also the second match, which is also pretty interesting?
Maybe briefly. Yeah, it's also very interesting. We have the clash of top-rated players on the first board in match number 2.
Quite a board.
Yeah,
quite a clash.
Veselin Topalov against Igor Kovalenko. Let's have a look.
Yeah,
maybe from the beginning it would be.
Yeah, of course, a very complicated position on the board, like the Sicilian battle. Veselin Topalov is playing for the Bulgarian company Agrofest here. He's representing it. Each company has a possibility to bring reinforcement. One grandmaster is allowed. Well, one player over 2,400. It can be an international master or just a player, but still, usually those ambitious companies like aiming for the titles, they're trying to invite someone strong, very strong to support the first board. And that's the case in both of these companies.
Yeah. No, in many teams we have strong invited players, professional players, I would say.
Yeah. So it's a very high level encounter. So let's have a look. It was a Sicilian defense, knight f3, e6, and then an attempt to invite white to get into some Sveshnikov setups by playing knight b5 or bishop f4 and then bishop g5 after d6 c5, or by capturing on c6 and then some huge theoretical complications start after knight takes e6, b takes e6, e5. a3 is a nice move for white, just not to, they don't want to dive into all those theoretical long complications. They're playing for just a normal Sicilian position.
The prophylactical move, preventing bishop b4 and preventing the increasing pressure on e4 square, which is very important. Okay, let's see what
useful also in the next moves if black starts to push pawns like a6, b5. So b4 square is under control. Okay, so d6, bishop e3, and we reached a classical Sicilian position with the opposite side castles. Okay, but with e5, d6 structure, right? So not that, not the Neisdorf kind of position with the pawn on e6. Black played e5, rook c8, putting some pressure on the c file.
The typical situation where black is supposed to play on the king's side against the white's queen and vice versa for white. He's expected to push his pawns on the king's side, like g4, h4, exactly.
And that's what actually happened in the game. So queen e1 protecting the knight because rook takes c3 was a real threat. This exchange sacrifice is quite common. a6, as you see, a6 preparing b5, king b1, nice prophylactical move, getting away from this pressure. b5, getting ready to push even forward, preparing to play b4 at some point. And here white started the attack on the king side, which is also quite normal. Again, queen c7. Oh, sorry, queen b6 was not possible, due to the fact that the bishop is here. So queen c7, probably preparing queen b7 with the idea to play b4. White developed the bishop, protecting the pawn on c2. In some cases, it might be useful. Okay, g5, also attacking the knight, pushing it away from d5 square, h4, but the knight got closer to the queen side, as we see. Bishop f1, so I was not sure actually at the beginning, bishop d3 was not clear whether it's really needed. And here white retreated the bishop, but okay, now it's regrouping the bishop to go to h3 in order to exchange probably the bishop on e8 and play knight d5 at some point.
But still, it looks like
very slow.
Very slow, very losing a couple of tempos. So optically, I would take black here, but who knows? The Sicilian is very complicated always.
Oops, that's the current position. So as you can see, the game progressed quite a bit since we last updated.
But still, I prefer black, I think.
Still
yes, because the B and C files are already open, so the attack underway. But now he needs to decide if he's ready to sacrifice an A pawn. That may be a very important moment. So if you take with the pawn, then there is no more attack, I think. If he takes with the rook, he is pawn down. So,
okay. That's what I was going to say. The Sicilian player,
takes. The Sicilian player would always take with the rook. But now, he needs to prove that the pawn is not given for nothing.
Okay, what is his idea? After queen takes d6, he wants to play rook d8, right? That's a nice one. That's a nice one.
Oh, yeah, indeed. And also preparing for queen c7, right? Just pushing some pressure. Not a very nice idea indeed,
Yeah, and rook a8 is also...
And also rook a8 is another idea. Oh, what a great move.
Yeah, it's always difficult to find moves back, somehow psychologically, especially in the Sicilian defense middle game. But yeah,
Especially when you're pawn down, you're
yeah.
considering only attacking moves, but retreating the move on the eighth rank is not something obvious. Yeah.
Okay, well, now white played rook h to d2, preparing to capture on d6, but we have to like figure out what. Aha, that's the idea. After rook takes a8, queen takes d6, queen a7 is no longer possible due to queen d8. A nice
Yeah.
back rank.
And rook a1 doesn't work either. Rook a1 is a nice idea, but doesn't work. I mean, instead of
Right,
queen
okay, I
a7.
see. Yes, yes, because it looks like very close to those, tactical puzzles that we all solved. By unfortunately for black, yeah, the a6 square and a3, by the
And
way,
a3, yes, both,
so
yes.
both squares are under control. And well, rook c8 was indeed a very nice move, but is it going to be enough for black to prove the compensation?
So
Because
now we need to give everything up. d5.
yeah,
Let's go for d5. d5, he takes d5, queen b4, and so on. Bishop f5 eventually.
yeah, okay. It's very easy for us to give up pawns of the.
But still, objectively, what is
else?
this? What, queen b4?
Mm. Queen b4.
c3, right?
Bishop f5.
No, bishop f5 then.
Bishop d3. Okay, well, we have a guest in the studio. So I'll
okay.
go away. You can.
Yeah, we have a very special guest with us, Marc-André and Maurice, joining the broadcast. Welcome.
Hello.
So, please tell us about your team, about your game.
My game, all the game was very good. I managed to win against Topalov.
Oh, really? Yeah. So
Yeah.
it happened yesterday, yeah?
Yeah, so it's okay. And my team is not so great for the moment. It's fine.
Okay. What happened today? So you finished your game very quickly?
Yeah, I was playing 2000 opponent, so it was fine.
Okay. Tell us about your team a little bit.
My team is composed by I am in second board,
Mm-hmm.
and the last board the sponsor of the team. So we are not here to win the tournament, but it's fine.
You are on the second board.
No, I am in first
On
board.
the first board,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, that was my guess also. Okay, so do you enjoy the event? Can you tell us about your
Yeah,
experience?
it's my first time in this event. The event it's very good. Strong player like Topalov. My first time I play against him, it's very good. Kovalenko, a lot of good player, and it's fine to play a good game.
Okay, that's great to hear. Um, so this is your first experience in general in this
Yeah,
kind of events. So to compare with the professional events, so you were doing extremely well this last month or so. You played very well in Grand Swiss. How your experience differs from professional events
yeah.
compared to
Well,
this? It's
I
completely
try to
different.
play my best chess. I play my openings. I play normal, and okay, I try to play the best. Even in this kind of event, I want to play good.
Yeah. So you prepare as usual, yes, as
Yeah,
for
yeah.
professional tournaments, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I wish you all the best into your team. Thank you
Thank you.
for joining us. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yes, so it's a nice.
It's always nice to have some guests in the studio who share the impressions from the event. So we hope that some others players will join us today.
And yeah, unfortunately, as we've mentioned yesterday, we can follow like very closely only 2 matches, only 8 games. But as you can see, there are like hundreds of games being played each round, and yeah, many interesting games. Unfortunately, like are staying out of our radar. But okay, we're doing our best, and we're focusing at the leaders' matches. But yeah, hopefully we're going to hear more stories about companies taking part in this very interesting like, networking event.
Yeah, let's call it networking event. That may be right. right? Well, the right definition. So let's get back to the position. Okay, we are a bit stuck on this position, but it's very interesting, very exciting position indeed. So what's going on? We see that Igor didn't go for d5, so instead he played rook 8 and after capture. Yeah.
So now he's 2 pawns down, and the players are getting very low on time. So 2.5 minutes for white, a little bit well, less than 2 minutes for black. Well, what to say? It doesn't seem as black should have. Well, I mean, his compensation seems to be okay. I'm not sure if like mathematically it's enough for the 2 pawns, for the sacrifice 2 pawns.
It's very concrete, I think. Yes. What about queen d7, for example?
Queen d7. Okay.
Is it possible?
Queen d7. You want to exchange the queens, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with just capture and then probably bishop c2, but then bishop d3, right? You want to
bishop b3, bishop d3, yes. So
and you should be happy.
And I'm just 2 pawns down, I think.
Or 2 pawns up if you're playing with white.
Yeah.
Okay, what can be the problem? Maybe this one is... no, unfortunately it doesn't work because the queen is supported by 2 rooks. I forgot it. Yeah. And queen d7 is on the board, actually. It was played. And what if I just go away?
Yeah, maybe queen f8 is the right way to proceed.
And then queen d6, queen e8.
Avoiding queens exchange, yes. That's already played. Okay, white then can repeat the position, right? And black will probably
that's what's happening.
Accept the draw, but yeah, draw is concluded in this game.
Already?
It's very interesting. Yeah, very interesting game. Maybe if we have time, we will analyze a little bit later.
Yeah, but let's have a look at the other boards because if we start analyzing this game, it can last for hours.
Okay, let's switch back to the main match of the day of this round. The round, yes.
Okay, well, that's the first board. It's
that's sort of
black is in trouble, no? Is it big trouble?
Yeah, this is a question. How big the trouble is. White is obviously better in this knight endgame.
Due to the activity of the pieces?
Yeah, of both pieces. Knight and king both are more active than their opponents.
Okay, well, knight c8 in b5 was a threat. So that's why, a6 looked very
natural,
forced even in a way.
And now white is supposed to find a way
to break through.
To break through, yes. H5 was played. Okay, let's see what's going on other boards.
Yeah, this one looks okay. Anyway, the second board, a draw was agreed, surprisingly. So white probably was not happy about his decision to ruin the structure. And after g6, bishop h6, bishop f6, he realized that
there is no direct breakthrough, yeah. But still, the position looks very nice for white. So, to be honest, I don't quite understand the wise decision to repeat the moves.
But okay. There can be some decisions behind the board that we are not aware of. The third board. On the fourth board, I must say that it should be a draw, right? 4 versus 4. Like, okay, they still continue playing, but it looks like a draw. And on the third board, what's going on the third board? Oh my God, so many pieces are under attack. Black is winning.
Black is... it's piece up and now will be rook up, so the game is over. Then let's go back to the first board. Yeah,
because it looks like well, for the moment, since the player from Denmark, from radio team won, now the team is leading. And actually, the question is whether white here Erwin Lamy, who's playing for the team from Sweden, for the company Tepe Sigman, will be able to to break through and convert his advantage into full point, thus equalizing the match.
Yeah, equalizing the match. Yeah, so he's fighting to equalizing the match.
Okay, now knight f6 might be an idea.
And at some point, knight f6 will be played, I'm pretty sure.
And the idea behind knight f6 is connected with e takes f6 and then preparing.
Yeah, and then I think white should be winning here somehow.
Okay.
But not.
But it's always a scary
easy.
moment. It's always a scary moment to get into a pawn endgame because okay, a4 instead for the moment.
Yeah. White is not in hurry if it's playing knight f6. It can be played at any moment. So a4, a5 is the idea. I think getting c5 square for the king.
For the knight.
And a5. Yeah, mostly for the king, but maybe also, right, maybe also for the knight.
The pawn is here as well. I mean, okay.
It takes. And now king will go to c5, most likely. Or maybe knight c5 as well.
Okay, well, now knight c6 is a threat. Black wants to play knight c6. We have to calculate king c5, knight d3, king b6, knight takes c5.
Well, I would probably give up e5 pawn, not a5. So
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. King c5, knight d3, king b6, knight e5, king takes a6 should be winning for white.
Is it? I mean, because it's easy to give the knight up for this pawn and then try to do something on.
Yeah, but
e5, king e6, king e5.
Oh yeah, but it's too long then. I will have time. Normally I should have time. Yeah.
So we can have, like, we will follow the game. Again, each move a player makes, it's an additional 5 seconds. So we'll see whether black will be able to create enough counterplay.
Yeah, knight c6, it looks like black decided to give up immediately the knight for the pawn and play e5.
Otherwise it might have been too late, no?
Yeah, but he's not in time, just mathematically he's not in time, so
what can
okay, let's calculate. So
yes,
king b5, knight a5, king takes e5. Well, the first option is just taking the pawn because and white is winning.
Well, it's not like an enormous, like just a few moves. Well, chess, as we say, a tragedy of one tempo. So here it's two tempi, so we cannot say that it's not significant. And he was coming with the king.
Yeah, that's also option.
Okay, but now how is he gonna improve the position after king f4?
Yeah, this is a good.
Oh, now white knight f6, knight h7, and then.
Yeah, this is a good.
Because you know why? I realized after knight f6, e4 was possible, not king f5. That's what I was showing. But
king
e4.
King b4.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a clear-cut way.
Yeah.
And here I'm not sure that white is winning.
You see, sometimes you need to calculate. Okay. Anyway. And then e4.
No, I'm pretty sure that this is a draw now.
That would be a miss.
Oh yeah.
Because it looked completely winning. But again, on seconds, like in order to win a completely winning position, you still need some precision. You need to calculate and make sure. But it's a draw now.
Yeah.
Because the last pawn
looks like missed opportunity for Erwin Lamy.
Yeah, and it's quite an upset for the
for his team. What a drama on the first board.
So let's get back a little bit. It looked completely winning, right?
And it was. I'm pretty sure it was.
Sure.
Let's just
sum up.
Yeah, sum up the
okay.
Radio team is continuing its great run so far, beating Tepe Sigman on the 5th round and remaining on the first place. The only team having the perfect score so far, 5 out of 5, really impressive. And it seems like nobody is able to stop them.
But still 4 rounds.
Still 4 rounds to go, but looking at the impressive performance so far, I would predict that this team is a main candidate to win this event. But okay, yeah, as you said,
I've been many times there, so there are ups and downs, and in order to win actually the tournament, to really win it, even after taking lead and after playing very convincingly and after winning many games, like that, it's different.
Yeah, absolutely.
But if we get let's get back a little bit briefly to this final position of
the dramatic
match,
game, yes,
the match of the leaders. Let's see why White didn't dare to play knight f6.
Oh, just I assume that it was more solid way to he thought that it was easily winning anyway, so he didn't want to calculate. That was his mistake, I think. So
is it like clearly winning, right? So e4, our idea is to play king b4, right?
Well, he realized that his king is comfortably in time to defend his knight on e4, and he thought that was it. That was the only thing he needed. But actually, after king e4, he realized that he cannot improve the position.
Yeah, so it looked completely winning after knight f6.
Yeah, okay, but let's see, knight f6 should be winning.
Yeah, and we analyze this line. Now I'm just trying to figure out, maybe we missed something, but
okay, let's see
e4. But again, you can even play king
b4.
King
b4. This is my point. That king is all
right. Yeah,
is in time to
it's an important
to catch
point.
the pawn. Yeah, it is important. Yeah. No, otherwise knight f6, knight h5 is also draw. Yeah, is also winning. No.
Not
like knight f6, knight f6, e3, knight h5.
Yes, that's what I'm showing.
Also, yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't
know. Yeah.
Yeah, well, knight f8 check is as well, no?
Oh, knight f6, knight f8 check, yes.
Then h7 is check.
h7, yes. Also.
Yeah, so winning, but okay. Things happen in time pressure when the stakes are high, and that means that fifth round
is now over. So we have a clear leader, radio team from Denmark, doing great so far and has a perfect score. And I think at least two teams behind, 2 points behind actually. So the leader team has now 15 points, and we have two teams with 13 points.
Trust you with that, because okay, the system of points
is a bit unusual.
Yeah, it's changing from every single tournament, but yeah, let's say that the leader now is on the perfect score, 5 victories in 5 matches, with 4 matches still to go, so quite a lot of fights still ahead of us. We see the playing hall, and we see that I think all the games are over of the 5th round for the moment. So the 6th round is coming up. It's coming up in 15 minutes. I don't think we have a guest yet, so we can go on a short break, and we'll be back when everything is ready for round number 6.
Right, stay with us.
Chess moves. Smart. Free eSIM. Smarter. At GlobalCell, we believe in empowering connection on and off the chessboard. That's why we've partnered with the European Chess Union to bring you a gift as strategic as the game itself. A free eSIM with 100 megabytes of data. Staying connected has never been this simple. Just scan the QR code, install your eSIM, and enjoy seamless global connectivity. GlobalCell supports over 190 countries. GlobalCell and the European Chess Union. A checkmate for connectivity.
This is a chance. This is a war. Everyone wants to be a winner. But the path to victory is lonely. Chess Robot, the smartest, most advanced AI chess robot. It turns chess into an exciting game of progression. Mastering 25 levels will transform you from a beginner to a grandmaster. Not into level ups, challenge the AI instead. Set the difficulty, make it breeze, or push it beyond your limits. It's incredibly smart, just like a max-level human. Equipped with a camera like an eye, Chess Robot combines advanced algorithms to capture every change on the chessboard and accurately pick up pieces with its robotic arm. Access the Planet Alliance function to connect and play chess online with friends from all over the world. Here you will find players of all skill levels. Flip the board and play as white. The can't wait to get started. New to chess? We've got a better way. Chess Robot offers a variety of learning methods to help you improve. As you can see, Chess Robot provides various learning modules, including chess courses, AI practice, class game review, and off-book play. You'll level up your skills in no time. Let's start the endgame practice, featuring 145 carefully selected classic endgames. Now you have a greater chance to become a winner. This is Chess Robot. Today, chess all in AI.
Welcome back.
Yes, here we are. Round number 6 is about to begin.
6. So we just crossed the equator of the event. The
Middle mark.
middle mark, right?
Anyway, so what do we have on the first board? The first match, and we're gonna focus mostly on this match. So the team from Denmark, Radia, is leading the event with a perfect score, but Agrofest, the team from Bulgaria, with Veselin Topalov playing on the first board, is trying very hard, yes, to get back, to take this leading spot and to fight for the European corporate champion title.
So the situation is the following. We have, as Alexandra mentioned, Radia team from Denmark leading the event with a perfect score of 15 points out of 15. This is very impressive, and not only in terms of result, but also the quality of their plays and the way they're doing is quite impressive. So they're winning almost all their matches in very convincing way. Well, maybe not the last one. The last one was a real struggle, but before that, they were dominating their opponents quite convincingly. And 5 teams are behind, 2 points behind, not 1, but 2 points behind. So there is a little gap already between the leading team and others. So 5 teams are behind, and one of them is a Bulgarian team led by Veselin Topalov.
Yeah, from so the Agrofair team. The other 4 teams are PwC Greece, ProBit SP.
From Poland, right?
From Poland, yes. TP Sigman from Sweden, we already know this team. And then MVCMY number 1, because, well,
they have 2 teams.
They have 2 teams playing, and from France. So yeah, let's have a look at the games, because they, as you can see, have already been started. And the first board, we see it on the screen, it's the
Mats Anderson versus Veselin Topalov.
Exactly, and we have the Lapin that, well, almost transposed to some kind of French defense, right?
Yeah.
Well, at least the structures that we're gonna talk about in this game, it's going to be a structure with the isolated pawn on d5, unless black plays c4 at some point soon. Yeah, they don't play c4, so usually white captures at some point on c5. And maybe not immediately, maybe playing bishop b5.
Bishop b5 first is in, bishop b5 is played.
Now,
the normal setup is, bishop d6, like castle, knight e7, d takes c5, bishop takes c5, knight bd2, knight b3 then, and knight goes to d4. So this is a usual development of this position.
You played this opening for black, right? Many times.
Yeah, and maybe even with white as well. I'm not sure, but with black definitely for many
white. Yeah.
Many occasions.
So we can share.
Maybe I played against you.
Oh, exactly. Right. Okay. So as we've mentioned, we're gonna talk a lot in this game about the isolated pawn on d5, pros and cons of having the position with an isolated pawn.
It can be actually it can be explained easily in terms of theory. Yeah? Like theoretically, it's easy to explain. Then to play this kind of position for both sides is quite well. You require some skills to particular skills to play this kind of position. So. Yeah, indeed, we've got this position with an isolated pawn. Isolated pawn is on 5th rank, and you can see that white has no any pawn on 4th rank, which means that black has got some space advantage. And in the middle game, it's very important when there are a lot of pieces on the board, so it's quite important. So you can place your pieces comfortably. They have a lot of choice for each of the pieces, while white's choice is more limited. They have less opportunities for their pieces. And yeah, that's basically it. So the middle game strategy for black is not to change pieces and try to get use of the advantage in the middle game. So if white manage to exchange pieces, then the game will transform to the end game, and the isolated pawn will become just a weakness. Isolated pawn is a weakness, easy to attack. So white would be definitely better if they manage to exchange as more pieces as they can.
Yeah, and that's why they played rook e1, preparing to play bishop e3.
Bishop e3. Yeah, d4 square is very important because white, first of all, needs to think about preventing the isolating pawn moving on. So d4 square should always be under control. So that's why even if it's already under control and controlled by 4 pieces, white will probably play bishop e3 to get an additional piece controlling these pieces. Well, the bishop e3 is not the only reason to control d4 square. It's also offering bishop exchange. White would be very glad to exchange any kind of piece actually, without changing the pawn structure. But particularly dark square bishop.
Yeah. Well, it's still a theoretical position.
Yeah, it is.
I believe there are many ways and many lines that have already been analyzed. And there was, I think even in my practice, I've had this position a few times with white. We can say that black put the bishop on b6. There was a possibility to put it on d6, or there was a choice, crossroad, but each move is now a crossroad, and players are taking, okay, bishop g4, yeah, probably Veselin was choosing between queen d6, rook a8, bishop g4. Anyway, it's going to be quite a long battle around this isolated pawn on d5. Let's quickly have a look at what's happening on the other 3 boards of the match. The second board, Krasimir Rusev versus Rasmus Kitte. We have the London system, quite fashionable nowadays. Well, actually, white is playing as black, but with one extra tempo.
Not the most ambitious way for white to play in the opening, but there are a lot of subtleties. There are a lot of little things, little nuances. So yeah, it seems like the game is more or less equal, but the only problem for black is bishop on c8. So if let's imagine the bishop is on g4, the black is absolutely fine. But having on c4, c8 is a bit a problem for black, because it's not easy to find a way to develop it.
f65 seems to be a good way.
Yes. If black managed to push e5, white should think should take it seriously and prevent in some way. Maybe c4 should be played by. Maybe c4. Otherwise, e5 is coming. Okay, yes. h3. No, sorry.
Game, yeah. H3 it was another game. Yes. Yes. Okay, so here it's also kind of plans are clear. Black is getting ready to play f6, e5. White should try to stop it somehow. c4 might be one possibility. Like attacking the pawn on h7 might be another one. Like something like queen c2.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. But okay, queen c2 is not a radical solution, because okay, after h6 the problem will come back again, and c4,
knight h4, knight g6.
oh yeah, this is the
I will be happy to see the move h6 on the board.
Yeah, that's true. The granting some counterplay on the king side is an alternative option.
Yeah, so as you can see, white is taking time, because like it's an important moment to choose your direction. It's all about like choosing a plan, and on this plan Like the whole next move, next game is depending upon. Okay, board 3. Here we have a beautiful knight on e5. Some kind of a ready position where white is playing slowly, but in this particular line with the bishop on g4, yes, this bishop is often becoming a target for white's pieces, and we can see this knight e5. It's a very like sharp line for white. Suddenly, I mean, this rate opening seems as a slow opening, but suddenly, like, white is starting to play quite aggressively with the moves such as f4, preparing g4 and f5. It's already a threat, a very serious threat, and actually, it's quite a problem. I mean, for black in these lines, in these setups, this bishop on h5. Unless black somehow get ready to move it away with h6, bishop g6, bishop h7, but that should be played before knight e5. Or in this particular case, like just face the consequences and after g4, f5, somehow sacrifice the bishop. It also might be a possibility. But okay, like it's a very serious question asked by white. G4, f5 now is...
Do I have any solution in mind for black? Because I'm looking at it and
yeah, it's better to know before
yeah, beforehand, yeah. So maybe c5 should be tried, like
probably, but then okay, but then the pawn on d5 is hanging, so I'm not sure if whether knight takes d5 is bad.
knight d5 is less evil, maybe. Okay, just knight takes, bishop takes, yes.
Pawn on b7 hanging, yeah, like quite complicated position, right?
D takes d4, maybe.
And then knight takes e5, right? So okay, but here I'll take, I mean, some
yeah, okay,
some
but
optical mess.
yeah, that's right. At least we are not losing our bishop for nothing.
Yeah, but it's all about the concrete decisions now. And actually c5 has been played. It's on the board, yeah. So
yeah, then my question is what's going on after g4 still, yeah, still the same.
xd4.
So it takes d4, yes, and the pawn cannot be captured because of bishop c5.
Yes.
This is important. So
it's a very complicated position. Like here, it's difficult to suggest one way. Yeah, a3 is quite a, yeah, I like this move. Like I was thinking about bishop e3 to support this central pawn, but it might we might make this move after bishop a5, and if black captures on c3, that kind of supports the pawn on d4. So c takes d4 should be.
But still, a takes d4. Okay, let's show some lines. So c takes d5.
Yes. B takes c3.
Not sure. What about g4? Yeah, what about g4?
Well, g4, I was thinking about like giving it up. I don't know why it's not working. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, then okay.
But okay, I'm a piece down. Again, it's very easy to sacrifice pieces.
When it's not yours.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's my favorite thing to do. That's why I like commentating so much. I'm just sacrificing it without calculating, just giving up pieces. But here, in fact, I'm not sure that it's like enough.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Here we can talk about the advantage of two bishops. Yes. Anyway, so it's not happening. Knight takes d7.
Okay, but then at least we can, yeah.
No, g4, f5 is still an idea, even without that knight.
Yeah, absolutely. But after queen d7 now, so my point is that after queen d7, a takes b4.
I can take now without the.
Yeah, you can, but then queen bishop a5 maybe.
Yes, for sure.
Well, at least I'm not losing a piece once again. So
yeah, well,
my dream is not to lose a piece. Also, bishop takes c3 and bishop takes c2 is possible.
Yes. Okay. Let's.
So
I guess I should capture him before.
Let's consider the most principal way. So yeah, a takes b4, d takes, and now g4. No, now g4.
G4. I forget. Sorry. Yes, chess is not checkers. I don't have to click back. Yeah.
G4. But now maybe I can sacrifice on g4, but with in more
Is it?
favorable
Is it? Is this one?
situation. I'm not sure. Yeah, actually, I'm not sure. But so this is still
Maybe it's still good for
maybe it's still good for white. Yeah.
maybe a3 and knight takes d7 or precise moves. And yeah, g4 is still on the table.
No, queen takes should be played, I think.
Yeah, but
Black is not given choice.
well, in any way, queen or knight, I am going to capture on b4, right? So, and I don't see any other like possibilities, like okay, bishop takes c3. Anyway, looks very promising for white. And actually, this player, we already discussed his efforts, great efforts, Philip Bo Olsen. I think he's on the perfect, he's doing as well as the team, like 5 out of 5, no? So he's on the way to win the 6th game. Well, at least it seems so. You can check it.
Yes, I think you're right. Yeah, at least he had 4 out of 4, and he won the previous game. Yeah. So let us check.
Yeah, he's. It hasn't been updated yet, but anyway, I think he won the previous game, so he's on 5 out of 5, and now he's playing the 6th game. So just a great performance by Philip Bo for the moment. I'm not sure. Can I have a look who is playing on the 4th board, because I'm not sure whether we have like here who is Christova Evelina versus Daniel. Okay, let me see if I have this game. I should update probably somehow. I found it. So that's board number 4 of this match. We've briefly discussed 3 games with 2 complicated battles in the 1st and 2nd, and on the 3rd board it seems as
white is pushing.
Yeah.
The radio team is pushing.
Yes.
And let's see what's going on the 4th board. Oh, what a mess.
Yeah, it's always
Not a mess, yeah?
Of course, we like messy positions. Messi would like messy positions. Anyway, yes, so difficult to comprehend. A lot of tough decisions have been taken in this game already. Well, white for the moment, they should be happy since the pawn is still on a5, and black didn't opt for undermining the center by playing f6 at some point. I'm not sure whether they had this time, but okay, knight h6 without f6, it's kind of dubious already. The knight is on h6, c4 as a common way for white in this kind of setups to try to open up.
Yeah, to attack the center while the black knight is ugly placed on h6.
Queen b7. That's the current position of this game. The only problem for white here, I think, is the time difference, 5 versus 12. Even though it's not that dangerous yet, but I mean, white is on the verge of getting into this time trouble zone, which might, be quite a problem, despite the fact that white is doing quite well here. Knight b5, knight d6.
Knight b5, knight f5.
Knight f5, I know, yeah. That's only. But
not still knight d6, yes, still
Yeah.
knight d6. That's the way to proceed, I think, because if white is too slow, then knight will come back somehow.
h3, for example, if I make
Or maybe knight f5, no? What?
still here, but then I capture knight d6. I mean, no, it's not the same. Maybe not
maybe.
knight d6. I'm thinking maybe I should attack this pawn then. Somehow. Queen
Because
h5,
because
knight
black
d6.
has no structural problem here.
Well,
So the only problem for them is the knight on h6 actually. So if it somehow gets back to the play, I mean, white will not have anything essential, anything substantial in this position.
Shall we try to stop it? Like, and then it goes to g4, right?
But what is wrong with knight b5? I like the idea knight b5 immediately getting to
Like
d6.
to let this guy get out
Get out, yeah.
from the edge so
Understand,
easily.
yes.
Okay, maybe it's not a problem. Maybe I will play knight d6 anyway, and but I don't really like. I mean, knight d6, and you capture, and like after e takes d6, bishop goes to f6, right? I know. Rook a2 actually has been played.
Oh, no, that's it's quite.
Another rook left while they.
Yeah. Preparing for rook d2. I like the way.
Yeah, Evelyn is playing great. Yeah.
White is playing.
And but 3 minutes, 43 seconds. Like the only issue that the only factors that's quite.
That's a serious factor. That's the time difference is huge, so it can affect the normal flow of the game.
That okay, it's this time management factor is always quite an interesting one. It's quite an interesting one in rapid and blitz, because sometimes, I mean, players tend to play too fast, some play too slow. So like finding this balance between using the correct like number of minutes.
No, the rhythm.
Yeah, the rhythm. Yeah. It's quite a challenge, I must say, even for experienced players.
And we explained it yesterday in details. Yes, that this time limit is quite unusual. So having 15 minutes in the beginning, so allow you to think a little bit and spend like in average maybe 30 seconds per move or something like this. While at the end, you need to switch to a completely different rhythm with 5 seconds per move.
It's too fast.
And and this transmission is always very difficult for players.
Yeah, transposition. I remember like the toughest time controls that I've played with was, I think in Salamanca once we had like 45 minutes and then plus 5 seconds. That was something very hard, because like you're starting as it's a classical game, so you have all the time almost, so you need to take decisions, and then suddenly you're playing blitz.
Yeah.
And that's very tough. I mean, the switch between two time controls was quite hard. But okay, Black is playing from the side. They're just like the knights on the edge is their slogan of the game. We believe in the knights on the edge of the board.
Okay, let's see what's. Let's go back to the first board. Yeah.
Okay. Well, to sum up with this position, I mean, just it's getting very tense because of the time difference, and despite the fact that I like White's position a lot, like the pieces are standing beautifully in the center, the problem is that those pieces are not supported by the pawns, and thus they're hanging for the moment. And it feels like in order to continue enjoying this central play, White will need to find strong moves.
And precise moves, which is not obvious in
time pressure. No.
Yeah.
Well, for the moment,
she's very limited of time now. Okay, rook, but still she is doing great.
Yes.
Once again, rook c1 is good move, coordinating piece as well. So now knight d4 is free to move anywhere. Knight f5, by the way, is a positional threat now. Or b5, knight c6 is another idea.
Knight d6, many ideas. So, like, chess-wise, everything is going great for White.
But the only problem is the time. Yeah, time management should be improved.
Well, I mean, if she's able to like play it, to continue playing great with seconds, then maybe it's still fine. Okay, let's get back to the.
We'll see.
Yeah. Board number 1. Matt Anderson versus Vasilin Topalov. Well, the structure is a problem, but there is an extra pawn on the board. So.
Yeah, but I don't like this kind of position with White.
Extra pawns you don't like?
Yeah, but the king is very weak.
Yeah, but not enough pieces, no?
Not enough, not many pieces. That queens are still there, the knight is still there. For example, if knight is allowed to bring his knight to g6, for example, knight e7 at g6, it can become very unpleasant. But okay, it's not easy to achieve.
Yeah,
on the other hand,
and White has time advantage as well. Okay, let's have a look to what happened. So bishop g4, we left somewhere here. Actually, White managed to exchange Black agreed to exchange this bishop because of this idea. I thought because of this idea of putting the pressure on the pin, like knight h4, but not really. Like there was some. tactical complications. I'm not sure why queen. Okay, white decided to accept this pawn sacrifice. They could, play bishop d3. That maybe queen f6 then, I don't know. Anyway, g takes f3 needed to be played in order to keep guarding the bishop. And yeah, we have the current position with an extra pawn for white, but some compensation for black, and black actually can give a perpetual, I think, like queen g6, queen d6. I think white would agree here on a draw. It looks like it. I mean, and we see that Vasilin is giving checks, and yeah, Mats Anderson. Okay, he's still kind of glancing on the boards of his teammates, because it's an important decision when you agree on a draw. Kind of you.
Yeah, in team competition, it's very important to understand, to have a clue of what's going on in the match.
Exactly. But still, it's not like if he has a choice here. Doesn't seem so a big choice. I mean, how can he keep going?
Yeah, the b7 pawn is under attack, yeah.
Well, I mean, white, how can he...
White cannot, I think. No, black, I talk about black.
Exactly, yes. Yeah, I think it's mostly black's decision, whether to agree on a draw here or to try to keep on and use the compensation black has for the sacrificed pawn. But it's white who's taking time here. That's why I'm surprised. King h1 is the only...
But still, queen h6. Okay, yeah, maybe
queen f5.
Queen f5, yes, maybe this is what he's thinking about.
Because what is he worried about? Like, he glanced upon the boards of his teammates. What does he see? He sees this position, which looks quite pleasant for white. I would say, you see, white did attack the pawn on h7.
But yeah, but he
He did force this h6, and then he played c4.
No,
that was b4 and
yeah, b4 he was. Also nice idea. I mean,
to stop e5.
To stop e5 in a direct way. Because after e5, b5 would follow, and then...
So, okay, he combined all the ideas we discussed, plus he invented one more nice idea, b5, b4, b5, all the ideas on the board, and this white squares, I mean,
yeah,
it's not a checkmate, no? After knight h4 yet, like bishop h7, and then knight h4. It looks so scary with this white squares. But maybe it's not that bad. I mean, it's just a check, right? Who cares about checks? And the knight is hanging. I don't know what's going on. Knight takes a5. Knight b6. Sorry, I'm giving some crazy lines that don't make any sense. Anyway, but bishop h7 is definitely the move to be considered. Although, like, the main problem of the Bulgarian team is the time factor. So he just captured on b6, which is logical, and I played knight h4 now. Bishop h7, knight g6 is a threat.
Yeah, looks like white is just doing great in this game.
So first board, a draw was agreed, indeed. It is a draw. They're analyzing, although it's kind of... they should not do that because they distract their teammates. Anyway. So a draw, the first board. And then some crazy stuff happening. And actually, here's two bishops advantage on the third board, indeed, with some compensation for black. Well, not enough.
Two bishop against one bishop.
Yes, two bishop, real two bishop advantage, not a positional, but like the real two bishop.
No, white one bishop, yes. That's one extra bishop, let's say.
Well, yeah, but I'm kidding. I'm saying that this is an example of real two bishops advantage. Not some kind of positional stuff. Rook a4. They trying to please the commentators, because the commentator said yesterday that she likes those rook transfers. So now everyone is trying to.
Horizontal transfers.
But anyway, rook a5 was played actually. Yeah, because rook a4 look too artificial. Rook a5 is nice.
It's okay. It seems like black has no enough compensation, maybe not compensation at all in this
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Just an extra bishop.
Extra bishop, yeah.
And
Philip Bohr is about to score his 6 points, so it's keep going
quite a
great.
tournament, huh?
Quite impressive.
And here, black as well. We left a few minutes ago, and black spent, I don't know, almost all those minutes contemplating on the next move and played king to h8. Yeah.
Prophylactic move, yes.
Very
Maybe
deep prophylactic
being
move.
afraid of knight e7 on some lines. I don't know what exactly. But knight f5 is the simple and
You know the line? Knight f5 probably.
knight c3 maybe.
And knight c3, yes. So he didn't like knight e7.
Oh yeah, maybe that was the point. Okay.
He prepared. Now he's ready to play knight f5.
But b5 then maybe is a nice positional way to proceed.
I can still play knight f5 then, no?
Or knight d6, yeah, knight d6. Why not knight d6, by the way? What's wrong with knight d6?
Let me try to answer this question. Yes, she's asking the same question. Can I capture on d6 or it's just too much, right? With those knights, it doesn't look as I'm ready. What else can be recommended? Yes, exactly. He captured because it was
but it does not seem like a big release because knight f5 can still be played.
Knight c3, maybe it's like his, last hope.
Yeah, but it doesn't work here.
Here it doesn't work, sorry. Because no, there is no rook on d8 anymore. Knight f5, yes, is a possibility.
Knight f5 is a nice possibility. So I would not hesitate too much to play knight f5 and take on h6. By the way, I have a nice line.
Yeah.
Knight f5, queen f4 maybe to avoid doubling
the pawns.
Yeah,
queen a6, I know what you want to do.
Yeah, no, I had another, but queen a6 is even better. Knight f3, I was about queen f3, queen takes f7.
No.
It's not also.
Yeah.
And queen a6 is maybe even more convincing, yeah.
Actually, that's what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. Okay, queen a6. Let's go. Back rank alert.
Nice way to finish the game, yeah?
Yeah, it would be a very nice game. And you see, still 45 seconds, meaning that the great time management. The time management is great. Okay, come on.
Go.
Let's make this final blow.
We want to see it.
On the board.
Queen a6, queen a6, queen a6.
It's not the only way, definitely, but hard to resist. Okay, queen f3 is also pretty strong.
She has only 20 seconds left on her clock.
Okay, rook
no, rook a1 is not bad, but
it's not bad. It's still winning, right?
Still winning, yeah?
Of course.
What about g6, let's say?
Rook takes e4 now is not possible. Okay.
Queen g5 is played, yes?
And queen f3. So.
Queen f3 now.
Yeah, a combination of two ideas.
Good enough.
Yeah, good enough.
Good enough.
Not bad. Okay, still 26 seconds. I think it's fine here. Should be enough to finish.
To convert it with the rook up.
Yeah.
A great play by Evelina.
Yeah, quite a complicated theoretical line, like e5, c5. And she managed to hold the center and prove to her opponent that center is the key, not the edge of the board, but central play.
Okay,
anyway, yeah.
Well, normally if nothing happens in the time travel for Bulgarian player, rook a7.
Queen f4. Nice.
Oh.
Nice. Queen b8.
Okay. Great chess.
Okay, so similar to queen a6 ideas, right? Deflecting the queen from protecting the back rank. Nice way.
Yeah.
Very nice game. So Evelina is going to bring her team a very important point.
And meanwhile,
Philip Bohr won. So she's about to equalize the match. And let's see what happened on the first, what's happening on the second board.
Yeah, the match will be decided on the second board. where white is still much better.
But okay, it's all about like positionally better, right?
Yeah.
So we can still hang on.
Evelina just won her game, and the match is equal at the moment.
Yeah.
1.5, and it's gonna be decided in the last remaining game.
Yeah, which is
board 2.
Yeah, you can see it.
Okay, Queen's exchange looks like a little release for black, right? But well, position is still worse, but with queens it seemed to be almost hopeless. But still, after d5, I don't know what
A4 was played.
A4.
Well, he didn't like knight a3, knight c2, right? So I can understand.
Okay.
And he supported the pawn on b5.
Okay, but still, white is pawn up, and position looks completely winning. And maybe another pawn will drop now after knight f6 and d5.
Yeah, looks hopeless for black, but okay, the time scramble is here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
anything can happen. You see, the knight, is a tricky creature. So it's heading to f3, b3. I mean, there are many tricks that...
Rook a3 is, no? What, rook
Rook
e3,
e3.
okay, still
Five,
still
okay,
not bad.
Okay, now I'll just watch how the players
Five.
handle this time scramble.
Knight x6. Oh, no, okay, objectively white is completely winning.
Yes, but that's what we like rapid and blitz for, right? It's all about handling your nerves.
Absolutely.
King g7 should be played, I think. Yes, exactly.
d5, yeah.
What to do?
Mhm.
Sometimes life is
Nothing
hard.
to do, yeah.
Okay, now
Not c4, rook c3, yeah, or rook e2. Rook c3 would be.
okay, white is playing great so far, right? So very well, like transferring now the rooks from the e file to the c file. Rook is getting to c7, but still, okay, king f6, and we can hold thanks to this wonderfully placed knight on d6, which is blockading the pawn and also like keeping under control some. Okay, rook c7, of course, was played. We have some hiccups with the technical. Okay, yeah, unfortunately, all those pawns are now. Black will need to say goodbye to all those pawns on the king side. No, they're not in a hurry. They still want to keep the pawn on g5 alive. Yeah, okay. But white is trying now to... Still not so clear.
Well, objectively it is clear, yes, but technically maybe not. Yeah, I think so. Okay, rook b8. Knight d6, rook d8, d6, d7. Queen.
We have someone hiding our camera. Oops, I don't know what's going on. Publication, you know. But, well, here, if you can hear us, give us a sign. But we can follow the game. No. Still here. I'm not sure if it's still...
Yeah, we are back.
Okay, good.
So, rook d8 is...
Okay, 94.
d6 maybe.
King f6, what to do?
d6, king f6, bishop g4, I think.
Okay, now d7. And now king f6, right? Yeah, rook f8.
Rook 8, rook f8, whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Knight c5, yes, maybe. The last
But then rook g8.
Rook g8 then, yes.
Yeah, fortunately for black, white was precise enough to win material, and now, yes, now it is hopeless. Now too hard. Okay, well, black will still try to carry on because the knight protects the pawn on b7, which is like shielding the b file, but okay. Yeah, h4 can also be played. A lot of prophylactical moves, but why not? White seems to have time here all the time, yes. And it's going to be an important result for the tournament.
Yes, so the situation is getting even more complicated because the Red Danish team that seemed to be unstoppable so far. So they had a perfect score. Yes, yes. I admit my mistake. Yeah, is losing its first match in the event and will be now caught by several teams, including the Bulgarian Agrofirm team, and definitely some others, because we had five teams behind. Yeah,
this game is over.
Rasmus Kitt resigned. He was doing great till now, but yeah, finally stumbled, and his team is lost.
Yeah, his team loses 1.5 to 2.5 to the Agrofert team that is led by Veselin Topalov, the former world champion. So quite the first board, I must say. 2.5, 1.5, yeah, but there are still some matches going on. For example, on the second board, there is a clash between Tepe Sigman and PWC Greece, a team from Greece. That
we can take a look, actually.
We're having a look at this game, at the game between Erwin Lamy and Dimitrios Mastravasilis, both grandmasters.
Yeah, but this one seems to be...
Oh, it's just an extra piece.
Yeah, extra piece. A lot of pawns and
for white.
But yeah, but I mean, it should not change anything. So
yeah, because black's pawn on A2 is supported quite heavily.
Seems completely for white. But there is another game in process.
In progress.
In progress, yeah. In board 3, it's very, very, very interesting end game.
Yeah.
Should be winning for black, but it's not technically not easy at all. Okay, now it should be. Yeah, now it should be over. So black managed to push h3, okay, and then...
Yeah, without the pawn on h3, it's a drawn position. But yeah, one pawn makes a huge difference. And what is the current situation in the match? I see that Jolanta Zawadzka won her game against Stellan Brino, and Sigmund Johan lost. So, like, yeah, it seems that the Greece team is winning already, like 3-0. And this game, and actually Miroslav is winning as well. So it might be as a 4-0, no? Like upset for the...
Oh, no, Miroslav is playing for the Polish team, so...
Exactly. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're absolutely right.
No, yeah,
sorry.
he's playing for the Greece team, yeah. And wait, I'm not sure, yeah. Let us...
The Polish team is winning 3-0 for the moment.
It's a Polish team, it's a pro beat. It's not I was wrong, sorry. Let's see. It's not PWC Greece. It's a pro beat. My bad. It's a Tepe Sigmund versus pro beat team, and pro beat team from Poland is actually winning by quite a margin. It looks like a 4-0 win, like quite an upset, and for the Swedish team. So the Swedish team Tepe Sigmund lost, right? 0-4. They lost to the team pro beat. Yes, it seems so. Anyway,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yes, and we are not sure yet what happened in 2 other matches with the teams that were sharing the second place. We will get an update, and like before the beginning of round number 7, it will all be like clear who is leading and why and what the teams should be playing for in the final 3 decisive rounds. We remind to our spectators that there's going to be a break now.
2 hours break approximately, so we'll be back at 2 p.m. Not 2 p.m. European Central European time. before leaving for the break, maybe we will be able to see the current standings.
Well,
but
we would
I'm
love
not sure
to.
if-
We would love to. You can update, but usually it takes time because even though we've discussed like 2 first matches, and we know the score of the games, but I'm sure there are still games that are taking place on the boards that we are not able to cover. Yeah, the standings after round 5 was the following. You can see it on the screen, so we already shared it. But it's changed significantly because the Radio team did lose their first match, and the Pro Beat team won quite. I don't think that the standings is correct as well.
I'm not sure. No, this is the standings after 4th round actually.
After round 4, yeah.
Yeah, so after round 5, the Radio team was in the lead alone with 15 points, but now they got caught by the round 5 opponents.
It's the standings after round 5, but points. Tiebreak is not correct, but that was the standings. I have it as well. With PWC, Probit, Tepe, Sigmund, MVC, MY, and Agrofert sharing the second place.
This is not actually the points. These are the number of match won.
Right.
Which is which is not exactly the same.
So anyway, now since the Radio team lost to Agrofert caught up with it. Probit won against Greece. We can
They joined these 2 teams in the lead.
Yeah.
And maybe some other team. So we don't have the result of the French team, right?
PWC Greece versus MVCM Y. Unfortunately, we don't know how that match finished. Maybe it's not finished yet. As you can see from the playing hall, there are many players still like watching some games. Maybe it's Laurent Frissine playing, no? It might be.
Maybe.
Might be him who is leading the MVCM Y team. And it seems it's Laurent, no? And if it's him, like difficult to say from the back, he should be facing the Alexakis Dimitris, international master from Greece, who is leading PWC Greece team. Actually, PWC Greece team doesn't have any grandmasters in. They have 2 international masters, and nevertheless, yes, they are playing pretty they're playing for medals. The contention for medals. Anyway, it's not possible, unfortunately. No, it's not Laurent. No, it's not Laurent. It's, but it is MWCMY team. I'm almost certain about it because I see it on their jackets. We were discussing that. No, it is Laurent.
Okay, there are still,
Yes, they're playing. So, and
we cannot see them, yeah.
we cannot see them, but we can feel the tension because the tension is palpable, and it seems that everything will be decided on the first board, like the final probably game of the round before the lunch break. So let's see how it finishes because even though we cannot see the board itself, but we will see the reaction from the public, from the teammates, who's gonna congratulate who. Yeah, it is Laurent. So I was.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we cannot see if this game is decisive or not. Yeah, so we don't know what the score is.
Well, we can guess. It's a guess game sometimes.
But anyway, if any of these teams win, they will join the 3 other team in the league.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. And of course, everything will be decided in the last 3 rounds, the last 3 decisive rounds. But just while they're playing, let's stay here for a while, even though we cannot show you the moves. But the emotions sometimes say much louder than the moves. And it's a long game. And you see people are getting ready for lunch. Lunch is important, I'm sure that the
We are in France.
Yes, we're in France, so nothing can stop people from having a nice lunch with nice good food and good company, as they say. 2 most important things in life, especially during a chess tournament. Okay, Okay, a long game. Yeah, it's a pity we don't see the position, huh? I would love to see it, but as you can see, why? I mean, the reason that we cannot follow those games, that those matches, those boards are not digital, right? They're not played on digital boards. And unfortunately, yeah, something happened. Someone blundered. That's yeah, and you see that. Okay, people evaluated the position, and some of them left. Okay.
Unfortunately, we cannot even say who is playing on each board in this match, so we cannot see the board pairings, not yet.
Yeah, and we don't have any insight. I hope that someone from the playing hall coming to our spectators hall can give us a
clue, yeah,
a clue.
of what's going on.
Okay, but okay, now we can for sure say that the board is almost empty, like half of it's empty.
So
yeah,
something happening on the king side.
Or maybe it's a queen side. We don't know. I was going to say that it's a king side, but then I thought that maybe
but I think Lauren is playing with black, so the king side.
Oh, it's a rook and bishop versus rook.
And this is still drawish position, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is still drawish position.
Yeah, because of king f4, rook g4 trick.
Yeah.
It's not possible to. So Laurent is playing with a black, as you mentioned. It's very hard to hold it. But the player, I mean, that's playing for white knows it's a second rank defense he's trying to demonstrate. And somebody just came with the camera, to give us insight. Thank you so much, for your efforts, like very, very appreciated. So now we can enjoy these final moments of the fifth round. It's a theoretically drawn position, but quite a precision required for the defending side. We see, that the player from PwC is demonstrating like his theoretical knowledge. He's using this so-called second defensive method. I mean, there are two main defensive techniques that I'm aware about. One is some.
But now he's in trouble, no? Or still, it's still okay.
Well, still okay, I'm sure.
King c1, yeah.
Well, still okay. But this method is quite a difficult one to hold the position with the time pressure. And there is another one that's considered to be easier, but okay, it depends. I mean, if you're more used to this one, or at least you know this method, then there is another problem. In order to claim a draw here, you need to prove that you've made 50 moves without capture.
And there should be an arbiter recording that. So
exactly.
Let's hope that there is an arbiter.
I saw an arbiter, but I didn't see him recording the moves.
Oh.
That's a problem.
That's a problem, yeah. Indeed.
Because the arbiter must declare this game as a draw if 75 moves have been made. Now it's
low. No, it's already lost.
Yes, it is. Now it's.
Or maybe not, yeah.
Actually, I just had I had a winning position.
If black's rooks managed to get to the b file, it would be lost for sure. But now,
like even okay, rook a3, rook b7, king c.
And we consider the current result. So
you see it?
Yes.
So it's
MPCMI team is losing now 1-2. And Lauren is trying to save the match for his team.
Well, he's doing great, I think. I mean, it is very hard to hold under time pressure. And actually, that was funny because Laurent and I, a long time ago, we played in Villandry, and we had a game against each other. And I was the one playing with rook and bishop versus rook. And Laurent was defending with the rook, and he didn't claim a draw. Well, because he had some conflict with Korchnoi the round before, where Korchnoi was claiming draw. So it was a long story, and Laurent didn't feel like claiming a draw at that game. And we made 200-something moves, and I managed to win. But it was only because of the fact that Laurent didn't claim a draw, and we've played it for 100-something moves, and you know.
Yeah, let us remind you that the draw claim can be made after 50 moves, after the last move, after the last pawn move, or after the last exchange.
Okay, so what is the current position? Let me see. I mean, it's getting close to be winning. It is white to move now. It is a draw. Yes, this one is a draw. I'm not sure whether it was a win before or not, but this one is a draw. But again, like, okay, try to hold, try to play forever. And in order to claim a draw, like here, like if you play and there is no digital boards, no arbiter, you need to stop your clock. You need to ask for a score sheet, and you need to write down those moves yourself. And then when you wrote down 50 moves, you can stop the clock and claim this draw.
You can ask an arbiter to do it, no?
Yes, as well. But if there is no arbiter, I mean, present.
Oh,
I mean,
okay,
it can
should
happen.
be, yeah.
If it's just a club tournament, I mean,
Yeah.
anything can happen, right? We see spectators. There was an arbiter standing, but I didn't see a score sheet in his hand, but maybe he's recording the moves. Then he's gonna declare the game a draw after 75 moves. Okay, well, for the moment, we can just watch it. Nothing more to say than, yeah, it's a drawn position, but there is always a but. And it's hard to prove it with the moves, although the player from PW Greece team has been doing great so far, at Dimitris Alexakis. Okay, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, there is rook to b5 trick. We have a slight delay, so we see moves coming. So let's see if there is an arbiter recording the moves.
I cannot see it, but
Someone is coming. Like if not, then it can last for till 2 p.m.
This torture can be eternal.
Yeah, unfortunately. But okay, at least we know what's going on there, right? And so if it is a draw, now we know, right? So let's say we can kind of sum up the standings, and
then PWC team will join the lead. The 3 others. There will be 4 teams tie for the first place for the 6th round.
Quite a situation for the 7th round, right?
7th round, yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, the 6th round, well, as you can see, is about to end, but hasn't ended quite yet. And yeah, Laurent is still desperately trying to save the match for his team to even the score. Because right now they're losing 1-2, right?
Yes. According to what we see on
with
other
the
boards.
kings, the kings, the board. And let's see if we have questions in the chat. Meanwhile, maybe chat was asking us certain questions and we didn't have time to answer them. So since we have now time until this game finishes, because it can go on for a while. No questions in the chat yet. But feel free to support your team in the chat. Or pass by the chess club of Asnières to support the commentators in their efforts. Yeah, what to do? Hard to win. A theoretically drawn position if your opponent knows the drill. I mean, now you see that.
Let's hope this game will be finished by the start of the next round.
Exactly, that's what I was saying. That.
Oh, finally.
It is a draw.
So what happened?
I think
Let
it's a
us see
draw.
what happened.
Yeah, it's a draw. I don't know why, but yeah, it was a stalemate. Laurent got tired and just captured the rook, and yeah, it is a draw. So PwC Greece won their match.
And joined the lead.
Yeah, joined the lead. And actually, I hope to have someone from PwC teams in the studio, because they told me yesterday that actually last year, in 2024 Corporate Championship, there were two teams, like PwC, it's an audit company, but they were like from France and Poland, and they didn't know each other. And so they got acquainted during the tournament, like from the same company, from different countries. And now it's together, like the France-Poland team is playing together, but there is another PwC Greece team this time, who is now in the lead, like sharing the lead after 6 rounds. And they're saying, okay, they kind of composed, I mean, they created a team, but this team is too strong. So they're not happy about their... yes, and we do have the updated standing. Okay, so it's Agrafert. Okay, let me see. Yeah, doesn't it the points?
Sorry, it does not seem correct.
Yeah, well, let's see if we have it. No, we don't have it on chess results, because on chess.com, since not all the boards are being transmitted, it might be wrong. Yeah, but on chess results, it's not updated yet. But as we managed to calculate ourselves, like Radia Greece, PwC Greece, ProBit, and Agrofert are now sharing the first place
with 16 points. With 16 points.
But Radia lost. Is it still 16? It was 15.
Yes.
They have some kind of...
Yeah.
So they lose, they still get a point.
Yes.
So you are not very upset. I mean, you lose, but here's a point for you.
You don't get any point if you don't show up.
Really?
Yes,
so
this is the difference. Yes, maybe this is the risk behind of this
I see.
rather wired point system.
Okay, anyway, 6 rounds are behind us, and it's time for a break. You see that all the games are over, and the 3 decisive rounds, 7, 8, and 9, will be played starting at 2 p.m. Central European Time. So we hope that you're going to join us and all the teams and participants in this European Corporate Chess Championship 2025.
Yes, to see the most exciting, the final rounds, and a lot of drama is ahead. We are sure. So thank you for watching. Stay with us. Hope to see you in 2 hours.
Yeah, have a good lunch and see you soon.